dribble.
And it'll be interesting to see who Darren Williams guards tonight. I think at the outset it will be Rashad McCants, who has made 56% from behind the arc since missing the last 4 games of the regular season. When he is scoring, North Carolina.
I define success by struggle. We have to miss big shots in order to make big shots. We have to be able to know what it takes to be on the bottom in order to get to the top.
Get in trouble on the defensive end. Rashad McCants. He is a guy that can step up huge in big games. I think Williams will be out here early in the ball game. Could be. Number 32, Rashad McCants.
Billy, we go back to when it all started with practice in October, games in November. It's all down to this one. Carolina works it around McCants. Back to the rim with a 3. Open man, McCants. Thought about it. Now will take it. 3. This time.
Oh, yes. Great touch and a tremendous follow-through on that shot.
The Powell miss. Carolina's running. Breaking ahead is McCants.
Good finisher.
And he scores.
McCants is an excellent finisher and Shelton knows how to pass.
McCants. Underneath it's Carolina. Marvin Williams. Tar Heel ball.
Illinois.
Ball to Carolina. Out of the break. Deep history. 72 graduate. 73 master's degree. And a 10-year assistant. Willis May on the bench. McCants. Jumper. Ball on the floor. And again it's Powell. But he gave it up to McCants.
Good job by McCants to stay with it instead of going back down court and turning his head. Because Williams just recovery by Illinois. Tough to break against this team.
Double team on McCants. And that's touched out by Powell. Ingram crashes in, tipped back out. And McCants tries to save it, and they grant him the timeout. They grant him the aerial timeout.
Good job going for the loose ball on McCants' part.
McCants makes the play. Tar Heel ball, 3-point lead.
That third foul. Hold by Williams.
Some Illinois fans were signaling trap.
Because Williams got there in time to stop the shot.
McCants, that was a 3 try.
In that zone to keep Felton out of trouble. Now because Powell was down on the floor.
McCants thought about it. He'll drive in instead, and the floater rolls off.
That he just can't seem to grasp the ball when it's right in his hand.
Carolina. Eddie Sutton did the great guy Lewis as well. McCants, this is the second time they've beat him on the inbound pass.
Backs turned to the ball.
How have they done it, Billy? This is now twice.
Yes, you can see that they have their back turned to the passer, and a good cut by McCants.
North Carolina's had 3. That looks like he backpedaled. McCants driving in, and again gets a soft roll around the rim.
And a smart play by May, not going up there and touching that ball while it was on the cylinder.
McCants has 11. Cleaning it right out of the hands. McCants, big play.
Terrific thinking by May. Instead of giving up the ball, and I think it's with 3-9, good time to penetrate with Felton and kick out to McCants. And what McCants is doing is saying, guys, penetrate and kick it out to me because Head will have to make the decision. Does he stay with me or go to help on the middle? Here he comes.
There's the look. McCants with another 3. Oh, that sure looked like he had the angle on it.
That was a good idea, though, by North Carolina.
Singular at the half. Continues from St. Louis.
Higher percentage of shots than Clark is right. Do it on the defensive end to get some easy baskets.
They trail by 13.
Presents Singular at the Half. Sponsored by Singular. Raising the bar.
Right over 39%. North Carolina, excellent. 6 for 11. Illinois, 5 for 19. Illinois has really gone.
McCants led North Carolina 14 points in that first half. Here he is.
Now they've got Powell over on May. Gives up a lot of size.
McCants in the lane, and Augustine's going to be slapped with his third.
Yep, a reach by Augustine. A good job by McCants coming to that jump stop inside with those long arms. He's pretty strong when he takes it inside.
Half.
Very valuable loss there. Good blocking out, but nobody goes for the ball.
And McCants dumps it right back to May, and again, May banks Darren Williams.
But if we all know, you can't trade baskets.
McCants on the drive and a foul outside, no basket. A 10-2 run for the Illini.
For the game of runs.
McCants has it knocked loose.
Pretty fast break, but the ball's not in Celtics' hands, is it?
Nope.
There you see Powell really bodying May down inside.
McCants. That one influenced by the Illini.
And here comes Powell beating May down the floor as is Carter.
Myers in the right place again.
That was a situation where Illinois just beating North Carolina down the floor. They're putting much more energy into the ball game right now.
Right back to May, and one. And one for Sean May. Illinois raining threes in this second half.
Jim, we talked about this is their game with great passing and three fellas that can spot up and look. And with Ingram on the floor, you have that dangerous fourth shooter as well. North Carolina not fighting out to get in position defensively.
Carter goes out. He gave them some very aggressive time while he was in there. And Ingram back on the floor. He adds to his total. He's putting up big numbers in his half.
That was a big three-pointer the traditional way right there. North Carolina goes back to that point 1-3-1 zone.
Double up on head. Either head. Fires. Skids off the rim.
Nice rebound that time by
Felton was tiptoeing on that sideline.
And they ought to go right back into May every time because Powell's on. They can get him into foul trouble. There they go again.
And again, the great hand. Pulling his way. Power move. You better believe it.
That's where North Carolina needs to go. The problem is May's getting a little tired right now. They may have to give him a slight blow or call a timeout just to rest him.
Darren Williams. He shows no signs of slowing down.
And Jim, what's happening to North Carolina defensively? Every time they're screened, they are accepting the screen and not fighting over it. Consequently, Illinois getting good looks.
Williams with 11 and a half, 15 for the night.
They take Powell off of May. Try to go with Ingram. They need a double down help here. And there it comes.
Somebody's open. Jawad Williams, the senior hit. The big three.
How was that smart play by May? He sensed the double team coming from Powell. It was a good maneuver by Coach Weber and a good reaction by May. Smart play. But it's about the only thing they can do to stop the big guy down inside. They've got to double down from the weak side.
Down low, Powell able to get to a spot, and Carolina lost it.
Yeah, they do, Jim, because they're not fighting through screens.
Illinois calls timeout. Turn it into a thriller in St. Louis. Illinois and its faithful. They've turned this dome, such huge support here from the neighboring state. And they turned it into the Orange Bowl here in St. Louis. You talk about programs with the most wins in the NCAA tournament, Billy, without ever having won the championship. Illinois at the head of that list.
Well, they've been to the Final Four, but it's never worked out for them. Actually, they played in Seattle in the first time that 4 teams got to the Final Four. Their nemesis on those runs always happened to be Kentucky.
All those wins, but never a win until this weekend in the semifinal. First time in the championship game, and they fought back from 15 down. Spin move, May. Just the hardest man to stop on the floor, no question.
And Jim, I cannot believe that for the next few minutes, anytime he touches it, Illinois has got to double down.
Timeout. He'll go for the 3 in a moment. Sean May has missed 1 shot tonight from the field. 10 out of 11 on his 21st birthday. Trying to put Champaign on hold. Champaign Urbana. The Illinois campus, that is, and wearing the jersey number of his father, the player of the year back in '76. The numbers are somewhat similar, but Sean will no doubt add to those totals as we still have 10:29 on the clock.
And if Bob Knight would have his way and Sean May's father Scott had not been hurt in 1975, he might have been to back-to-back national championships. Because that Indiana team, many people felt, was even better than the great undefeated club of 76.
And able to convert the three-point play to margin 7. Luther Head coming up with another big second half as he has done in the last 2 Illinois victories in this tournament.
Great screening by Illinois to get men over. There's one by Ingram.
Williams wants to work on Felton. 4 on the shot clock. Do they know it? Do they know it? This cost him in the first half. Williams gets it away.
In time.
Powell underneath. They're going to keep it right here and call it on Jawad Williams of North Carolina.
There's Powell just out fighting Williams as he did in the first half.
His first.
Had the leverage, Jim. He's nowhere near as tall as Williams. He got underneath and just held his ground.
Had a lot of people remark about that follow-up dunk that Roger Powell had in the game Saturday. Many people saying they've never seen a guy shoot a 3 and follow his own missed 3 with a dunk, as Powell did in that game. Big miss there as the floater doesn't fall from Darren Williams.
Williams might have found out something, though, on that play. He can go inside.
Look at the pass. Well, and May hits the deck, but he'll go to the line. Ball on Roger Powell. A big thud, but he's fine. Second on Powell.
Went down hard here. Nothing to support him. And Jim, I mentioned on Saturday, May is now back into the lead of the leading scorer and rebounder in this tournament. Only Danny Manning falling into that category. 8 guys have done it. Only Danny Manning is the guy in 1988 was the leading scorer and rebounder in the tournament and also led his team to the championship and the MOP. It's amazing when you think of all the great players that have played in this tournament. Guys that did do it, Elgin Baylor and Jerry West and Bill Bradley. And Kareem Jabbar never did it. Bill Walton never did it. And it's kind of amazing. And this is 1 of 2.
And 1 of 3 here in the last minute. And Carolina leads it at 63-55.
Watch this screening by Illinois. All 5 players screen and moving without the ball.
Powell was begging for it underneath. Work it back to his side. To the corner. Doubled up on Darren Williams. Ingram with 5 on the shot clock. Tipped out and snagged by Felton. He is off and running. And Ingram with a reach
That's over the top. May with that good positioning. Causing some serious problems now. Are they going to come back with Augustine? 8:51 to go. See if he can stay on the floor for a few minutes.
Well, that's already 3 on Ingram as well.
Yeah, but that's why I think that now would be the time to come back with Augustine, because you're going to keep Ingram fresh to score.
NCAA March Madness on demand gives you total access to the tournament. You can go back and replay all the games in the video archive, highlights and more, NCAAsports.com or CSTV.com. It's going to be a 1-and-1 here for May. Earns another. 23 for the game, 15 in the second half.
And you know, May, by being the regional MVP last weekend, Jim became the 13th North Carolina player to be a regional MVP. Some real stats on part of that university.
Well, I'll say this, if they can hold on for the last 850, he'll add a little hardware to his portfolio. D. Brown, 3. Oh, that was down and out. Marvin Williams underneath with the Tar Heel.
Chance did not get out there and gave Brown a real good look. Williams will take that jump shot. Good job by Powell to get out on him.
Look at May. Darren Williams, the beautiful. Tips it over to get it clear, and D. Brown lays it in.
Terrific anticipation by Williams. He knew where that ball was going to go, and Felton didn't take up the space.
That is the first turnover in the second half for either side. 12 minutes into the half.
That's kind of like the Louisville game last Saturday with Louisville and Illinois. Both have only 1 turnover apiece in the first half.
Again, the goal, get it into May, who would be the outstanding player if Carolina won. Marvin Williams.
Just can't get anything to fall out of late. Opportunity to come back with a 3 again. Boy, look at Head coming off a double screen and gets them both.
Brown trying to create outside England. He's getting the jumpers today, the opportunities, and he's hitting a number of them.
And Jim, when a shooter like Ingram who doesn't play sustained minutes can still make his jump shot having to play so much tough defense, that kind of surprises me. That really shows a lot of a guy coming off of that bench.
Dalton wanting to challenge Darren Williams. Taking it inside. Got it blocked. Yep. He had nowhere to go.
And Felton with a reach picks up a cheap foul.
McCants scoreless in the second half. Had the last basket of the first half when they went into the locker room with a 13-point lead.
Doing it as a bench player tonight. He's playing extended minutes. McCants, who has been no factor in the second half, tries to make something happen. Nothing there in this game, and you know how important he is.
Replay the rest of your life. Every single handle, every dribble, every shot. Under 10 on the shot clock. McCants. Great dipsy-do. Tipped up and in. Marvin Williams.
Left-handed tip, and he beat May to it. Give McCants some credit there, Jim. He kept the ball alive rather than let it get it blocked. Would love to have that ball back. There was McCants just making a play.
And the tip in by the freshman for the lead.
Moving screens if you're Illinois State.
Saw by North Carolina. Carolina takes the title. This is the only way it could end, coming down to the last minute. You think of all the stories, all the people on this incredible journey, the ones that maybe didn't even win a game, who had their special time in the spotlight. Greatest season in 100 years of basketball. 15 weeks residing at #1 in his first ever trip to a finalist. Chip, so many similarities with this team.
Rashad, McCants, David Noel down the line. What this was a victory for North Carolina.
In the land. We're back to St. Louis with more here. Davis, there is no question in a wonderfully played game tonight that as the North Carolina Tar Heels cut down the nets after their 5-point victory over Illinois. That's Rashad McCants taking his turn. We welcome you back to the Edward Jones Dome here in St. Louis. The dream season ended here this evening for Illinois. Our Bonnie Bernstein caught up with Illinois head coach Bruce Weber a short while ago.
I'm sure everybody...
Second loss in a memorable season for Illinois basketball. I'm Greg Gumbel. For all of us here at CBS Sports, thank you for being with us. And as we look forward to next season, CBS Sports' 25th consecutive as the home...